Rekindling the Flame, a bedtime story for my sleepy time. Hello, little dreamers. Welcome to my sleepy time. I'm Esther, and tonight I have a story for you. It's a story about a couple at a crossroads, searching for a way to rekindle the flame of their love. Snuggle in, close your eyes, and let's begin this journey together. The house was quiet, save for the melancholy whisper of the wind outside. Inside, in the cozy living room, Amelia sat reading by the soft glow of a lamp. Daniel sat across from her, a glass of whiskey in hand, his gaze lost in thought. 15 years of marriage had woven their lives together, creating a tapestry of shared experiences and cherished memories. But somewhere along the way, the vibrant colors had begun to fade, dulled by the demands of life. The slow erosion of connection had left them both feeling adrift, the passion that once burned so brightly now just a flicker. An unspoken tension hung in the air, a silence filled with unmet needs and yearning. They both knew they were at a crossroads, a point where change was desperately needed. The morning light streamed through the window, illuminating Daniel's sleeping face. Amelia watched him, a wave of tenderness washing over her, mixed with a profound sense of loss. She realized they had stopped truly seeing each other, stopped hearing the whispers of each other's hearts. Communication had become a casualty of their busy lives, replaced by routine and unspoken expectations. Taking a deep breath, Amelia knew she had to break the silence. Later that day, she approached Daniel, her voice hesitant. "We need to talk." The conversation that followed was raw and honest, filled with regrets, disappointments, and long-held hopes. They spoke of the pressures of work, the demands of raising children, and the way they had neglected their relationship. One evening, while reading a novel, Amelia had an idea, a spark of inspiration. She suggested something unconventional, something a little daring. Role-playing. Daniel was initially apprehensive, unsure about this unusual approach. It felt silly, perhaps even a little embarrassing. They weighed the options, considering the risks and rewards of such a venture. Could it truly reignite their passion, or would it only lead to further awkwardness and disappointment? Ultimately, they decided to try it, viewing it as a last resort, a desperate attempt to salvage what they had. They agreed to start slowly, easing into the idea with small steps. They began by writing letters to each other, expressing their desires and vulnerabilities in a safe and anonymous way. It was a tentative first step into a world of fantasy and imagination. Their first role-playing adventure took them to a masquerade ball. The elegance and mystery of the setting allowed them to shed their inhibitions and embrace a sense of playful anonymity. Hidden behind ornate masks, they flirted and danced, rediscovering the spark of attraction that had drawn them together years ago. The formal attire and the air of intrigue created a sense of excitement and anticipation. They found themselves laughing and teasing each other, the years of familiarity melting away, replaced by a renewed sense of wonder. It was as if they were meeting for the first time, their hearts fluttering with nervous excitement. The masquerade ball was a success, a reminder of the joy and passion that still lay dormant within their relationship. It gave them the courage to explore further, to delve deeper into the world of role-playing. Next, they transformed their bedroom into a pirate's cove, complete with treasure maps and nautical decorations. This adventure was filled with playful banter and daring challenges. Amelia became a fearless pirate captain, while Daniel played the role of a captured sailor. They engaged in mock sword fights and traded witty insults, their laughter echoing through the house. The physical intimacy was heightened by the playful nature of the game, allowing them to explore their desires in a safe and uninhibited way. They rediscovered the joy of touch, the thrill of the chase. The Pirates' Cove adventure was a reminder that love could be fun and adventurous, a journey filled with laughter and excitement. It helped them to break free from the monotony of their daily lives and embrace a sense of spontaneity. Their third adventure took them to an artist's studio, a space filled with creativity and emotional connection. Amelia became a muse, inspiring Daniel the artist to express his deepest emotions through his art. They spent hours talking about their feelings, their dreams, and their fears. Daniel painted Amelia's portrait, capturing not just her physical likeness, but also the essence of her soul. This role-playing experience allowed them to connect on a deeper emotional level, fostering a sense of vulnerability and trust. They shared secrets they had kept hidden for years, their hearts opening to each other in a way they never thought possible. The artist's studio adventure was a reminder that love is not just about physical attraction, but also about emotional intimacy and shared vulnerability. It helped them to build a stronger foundation for their relationship, one based on honesty and understanding. Finally, they created a desert oasis in their backyard, complete with soft lighting, flowing fabrics, and exotic scents. This adventure was all about seduction, physical intimacy, and comfortable companionship. They danced under the stars, their bodies moving in rhythm with the music. They shared stories and dreams, their voices soft and intimate. The Desert Oasis adventure was a celebration of their love, a reminder of the deep connection they shared. It allowed them to relax and enjoy each other's company, free from the pressures of daily life. They rediscovered the joy of physical intimacy, their bodies responding to each other with passion and desire. They fell asleep in each other's arms, feeling safe, loved, and cherished. Through their role-playing adventures, Amelia and Daniel rediscovered not only physical intimacy, but also a deeper emotional connection. They learned to communicate openly, expressing their needs and desires without fear of judgment. They began to support each other's dreams, encouraging each other to pursue their passions. They celebrated each other's successes and offered comfort during times of difficulty. Amelia and Daniel expressed their gratitude and appreciation for each other's willingness to embark on this unconventional journey. They acknowledged that the road ahead would not always be easy, but they were committed to facing the challenges together. They understood that rekindling their love was an ongoing process, a continuous effort to nurture and cherish their relationship. They were determined to keep the flame burning brightly, even in the face of adversity. One evening, weeks after their role-playing adventures had ended, Amelia and Daniel found themselves simply enjoying a quiet evening at home. They sat on the couch, holding hands, comfortable in each other's presence. The silence was no longer filled with tension, but with a sense of peace and contentment. They had rediscovered the joy of simple moments, the beauty of everyday life. Their love had been rekindled, their connection deepened. They looked forward to a future filled with hope, laughter, and unwavering support. And so, little dreamers, our story comes to an end. It's a story about the power of vulnerability, the importance of communication, and the enduring strength of love. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my Sleepy Time for more soothing bedtime stories. Do you have any ideas for future stories? Share them in the comments below. Now close your eyes, breathe deeply, and drift off to sleep. Sweet dreams, everyone.